Alright guys, here we are. We are back for another episode of the Tacho Show, and normally when I do videos like this, it's a data mine, but the game is actually updated before the data mine has, actually happened. So all the stuff that I usually cover in these, we can actually cover in-game for this one. So we have, of course, the Double Mythic Banner with Eikpyrnir and also Heidrun here. So my advice to anyone here, if you're interested in summoning for them, I think they're both actually pretty good. You can't go wrong with either of them. This guy is giving a really nice support effect where allies in 2 spaces are getting bonus doubler and then also +3 as a blue bonus to whatever stats they may have bonuses on already. So essentially, for the most part, you can be getting +9 to all stats, but if you have Hone Attack 7 or one of the Hone level 4s, you could possibly be even getting +10 as a blue bonus, which is really high. So, really cool effect there. He's also a really great in-combat unit. He's got a lot of potential for player phasing, where he's getting all of this stuff here. He's getting a lot of stats. He's getting a lot of drops on the enemies. He cuts DR. Then his passives are really good. Divine Strength is a really sick passive here, where, let's see, nullifies his own penalties. So, if the enemies are trying to debuff him at the start of turn, he's just going to say no to all of that. He also transforms for free, and then he's got some additional stat drops to enemy defense and attack. So, a pretty beefy unit here, of course, as the artwork would suggest. Then he's also got Attack and Defense Excel as his brand new passive for Inheritance. Very good skill there. He also has Fierce Beast as well, which is essentially just no quarter for Beast-type units, I'm going to assume. We can actually go ahead and check here in the info section, and we can see what the inheritance restrictions are for Fierce Beast. Okay, so Fierce Beast is inheritable, and the restrictions here are pretty much just beast units. Doesn't matter what movement type they are, but as long as they're a beast type unit, they're going to be able to get it. So really good stuff. As I mentioned earlier, it's basically just no quarter for beast type units. So finally, beast types are starting to get a little bit more respect in this game. Okay, and then as far as stats are concerned, we're going to have to do this off the cuff here. So his weapon is giving 14 might, so we will do 14 minus 61 for his attack. And that gives us a total of 47 attack. We got 45 HP. We've got 16 speed. We got 47 defense, and then we have 30 res there. So overall, 185 as the BST, which is in line with melee calves right now, so that makes a lot of sense. He's also an Astra Blessing Mythic hero, so you can run him for offensive seasons, and he's going to be very helpful there, of course, because being an offense Mythic hero that gives support is always very good. Okay, then we have Heidrun up next, aka Peko Mama, another really good unit. Now, I think her C skill is actually, busted beyond belief. If you think about, how crazy this C skill is, it's actually really good. She's a defensive Mythic hero. On the other hand, though, unlike Heidrun, or unlike Eikpyrnir, where this unit is going to be buffing your defense teams by 5 HP and 5 res, and then for anima defense, pretty much. So, is she going to be the savior of Aetherraid's defense? I don't know about all that. Right now, offense is so far ahead of defense that it's a little unfair. So, I'm not sure if one unit alone is enough to change the tides and, put defense on top again. But she's definitely going to go a long way towards that, right? So, her Divine Nectar C skill here, this one is giving a new status effect called Divine Nectar, which is essentially Breath of Life 4 and Duo Robin combined, where any ally with this status effect that uses a rally or reposition assist is going to get a second action, which is pretty bananas. And then also they're getting the healing effect at the start of combat by 20 HP, which can mitigate AoEs and melt damage. And then also you're getting 10 points of flat DR in your first round of combat. Doesn't matter if it's on the Brave attack or the first attack or whatever, right? It's all attacks in that first round of combat are going to count. So it's a really, really good status effect. Then she's also got this new passive here, which is Stronghold. It's basically just Still, or Verge of Death and Crystalline Water for Fortress Def Res. So not too different from those skills. It does pretty much the same thing, except boosting defense and res and lowering attack. So probably better for your tank type of units that want visible defense and res, which this is a unit that definitely wants visible res. She's getting a lot of drops on the enemy's attack and defense based on 20% of her res. So Her A skill is pretty much just what the doctor ordered. She's got Aegis as her special as well, which, I mean, honestly, that makes sense. If you're going to give her Lagoo's friend, then she can just use Aegis for free. So it does actually make quite a bit of sense there. You could use Bulwark as well if you wanted to, but I think the idea with this unit is to pretty much just give her Lagoo's friend. And what's also cool about her, I think, is just because of how good her C skill is, this is going to be a very effective unit in summoner duels as well. So she's not going to be limited just to Aether Raids. So she's going to have quite a lot of utility in just about all of the modes. So now we can go ahead and do a stat check for her. So we have here 14 attack on the weapons, so that would be 14 minus 56, which is giving us 42 attack. Then she's got 40 in HP. We've got 16 for defense. We've got 52. Well, I forgot to calculate the -3 and the +7 from Stronghold. So hold on, let's do that over again. So 56 for attack, -3. Which is 53, and then -14 from the weapons. So she has 39 attack, which is actually kind of low for a unit these days. But, okay, sure enough, we'll take that. Then 40 HP, then 16 speed, and then we got to do -7 from 52, which should be 45 defense. And then 44 res, or 47 res, I think it is. Yeah, 47 res. So that gives us a total of 187 for her BST, which is a little bit higher, fairly higher than, what's his face was. Wait a sec. No. I did it wrong again. No, you're supposed to do +3 from Stronghold. I did -3, right? Because we're getting the stats back. So she's actually at 190 BST overall. This is what happens when you leave Tacho alone to do math without having a Datamine in front of him. Okay, for the last time, let's check her stats here. So 56 attack is what we see there, but it's +3 because we have Stronghold, giving us 59, and then we do -14 from the weapon. So she's got 45 attack. We have 40 HP. We've got 16 speed. We've got 45 defense, and then we have 47 res. And that gives her a 193 BST overall, and that checks out, because she's an infantry melee type for beasts, which, I mean, at this point in the game, that's the BST you would expect from them. So, there you go for her stats. And would I recommend summoning on this banner? Absolutely, if you've got the orbs and you're interested in these units. I would say the priority would actually be Heidrun in this case, because she seems like she's going to be more of a meta shaker in modes outside of AR. I mean, this guy can do that too. He's going to be pretty effective in AR as well, and summoner duels too. But this unit is doing just a little bit too much with that C skill, giving everyone like reposition or rally and then move again. The same thing as Duo Robin is pretty invaluable, especially with the amount of action economy that's going to be giving you to your team in Aether Raids, or your team in summoner duels rather. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. I would say go for blue if you're going to prioritize anything. But then, of course, if you want this guy, then go for colorless. Or hit both if you want both. So let's go ahead and go for the freebie here and see what we get. We're going to go for green, of course, as I said. All right, hopefully we get Peko Mama. Okay, that is not Peko Mama. So RIP. Oh, man, today was not a good day for your boy to be summoning. Because I summoned also in Dokkan for the anniversary, and I got shafted. No Beast Gohans in sight. I didn't get Beast Gohan. I didn't get the Gammas, so RIP for me. Pretty much all of those stones saved up for nothing. I had 1,500 stones, by the way, guys. I did like 1,000 on Beast Gohan and 500 on the Gammas. Didn't get either of them. So, yeah, your boy in shambles right now. Summons have not been pretty hot for me, but, I mean, it is what it is. So hopefully if you guys are hopping into the banner, you're going to have better luck than I did, but, I mean, best of luck to everyone in Dokkan. Best of luck to everyone in Fire Emblem Heroes, of course. And this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, fellas, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.